Good morning. Happy Friday. Bright and early Friday. How's the stream looking? A little shaky. It's cool. Um, yeah, been working my ass off, going to the office every day. Trying not to complain. Thankful for income, you know what I mean? Uh, but back to the office life, man, this shit. I definitely didn't. I don't think I realized how good I had it working from home and shit. But we here, man. Thankful for a home, food. Just ordered some groceries. I remember being self-employed and being worried about money all the time. So just thankful for that. I'll be busting my ass. I work 40 something hours a week doing this music shit full time. Anybody look at my Spotify? Like I'm featured on like 4 albums already, 5 albums this year. Already put out a few projects I put out plus 83. I've had about 6, 7 shows in the last couple months. I got about 3, 4 more shows lined up. So anybody who says they're too busy, you're not too busy. Like you want to be in touch with somebody, you'll make it happen. Um, all that too busy shit. I just want people to be real. Just be real. Yeah, I just watched it. Before I get into my topic, I just watched the Black Mirror episode. I've been getting into Black Mirror. I'm late. It's hard for me to be on things when everybody else is on them. Pause. But Black Mirror nosedive episode, that's very real. The social media one where like social credit system, that might be coming. Like that's scary. I'm like, I low key don't want to be here for that. I think that fake lockdown was like the preview of this nosedive shit. But damn, why did I bring that up? Um, oh, social media. Yeah, so social media got me in trouble again. I mean, it is what it is. I don't really. It's like I do care. Obviously, I'm talking about it, but my opinion stays the same. I just feel like the platform of Twitter, like I'm just rethinking everything. One of my homies hit me like, "Yo, what are you doing? Like, you work too hard. Your tweets are gonna get you in trouble." Blah blah blah. I'm like, damn. Should I create a different account for my controversial opinions? I also want people to realize sometimes I'm just really giving date advice for men. Women, you look and read my stuff like. Uh, you might not understand it. You're not a man. You're not dating women. So it can get misconstrued if you're not really seeing the context of what it's like to be a man in dating today and understanding the lingo. So treat her like a four. Quick story time before I get ready and head up out of here for work. Uh, Opened up for Souls of Mischief, man. Shout out to Sue's High Water Music, putting me and Blue on, open up for Souls of Mischief on a Monday. Yo, I opened up for Souls of Mischief on a Monday, ran into Static. He had me out till like 1 in the morning. I had to be up at 6 in the morning the next day. I did that 3 days in a row. Then I had 2 beat shows after that. I had to be up work. Sidebar. Just low key flexing on how hard I'm working. So after the show, I'm chilling and I definitely been in a bagging mood. It's summertime. I'm not getting no younger, you know. I'm enjoying this life, enjoying this summer. I feel like I'm in my prime, maybe. Looking good, feeling good. So it's like, and I deleted them dumbass dating apps. Like, fuck them dating apps. The dating apps are trash. I'm tired of meeting people off of apps. So I'm like, yo, nice woman standing next to me. Uh, and I would say typically at hip hop shows, there's not a lot of women. This show was a bit more on the, I guess, commercial side because it's like a main act that's like pretty successful. That would bring out women. So, anyways, talking to this young joint, I didn't know she was young. Well, I heard her talk. I heard 44, and I'm like, damn. All right, you look good as hell for 44. But I think she was talking about her friend because she was young, much younger than that. Definitely younger than me. Of age. What was she? 24. Kind of young for me. I typically don't. I wouldn't even have that as a preference on my dating app profile. That young. But shoot, like, you older than 21. You know what I mean? What's that? How that hook go? You older than 21, you shouldn't listen to this. If you younger than 21, you shouldn't listen to this. That's that Static song, whatever. So got her number, and I feel like sometimes I wonder if I'm like, should I introduce myself as Todd or am I Passport Rev? You know, some people I feel like I don't even want to introduce them to Passport Rev, not so early. I want them to get to know the government person, matrix body, whatever, 9 to 5er person, before they get to know Rav, the artist, the mogul. Am I a mogul? The independent artist, producer, motivational speaker. Maybe I'm turning into a dating advice person. I want to motivate men. So anyways, before I get into that, because that's very important. Like, I specifically want to motivate men the way I needed motivation. So I met her at the show, and I guess because I was opening, I had, I'm bandana, my look. I'm obviously an artist, so, I'm like, hey, yeah, I'm here. I opened up. I'm not just standing around, whatever. I'm sweating. I have bags. I just opened up. So my name is Rav, and we exchanged numbers. She was pretty drunk. It's just like, cool, take the number. So it's so fascinating how everything transpired in a week. So by that next weekend, we link up, park, real chill. She looks good. Like I said, that's why I'm done with the dating app trash. All these old pictures, people not looking like their pictures, not, bagging in person. I know what they look like. I knew they smelled decent, But so we meet up in person. It's a vibe. We're at the park, real low key, and had great conversation. Pretty much nonstop, good conversation. We had a lot in common, so much in common that I'm just like, we both was just taken aback by it. We were both like 2 days apart in birthdays, which don't really be working cap on cap. I don't know if that's really gonna work ever, and we both had siblings that passed from the same exact thing. And that was also strange. I feel like hers was more recent. Mine was my big death from way back in the day. Really strange how much we had in common. And the random person we met both had, like, I can't remember if she had family issues or not, but yeah, we both had a lot in common. So moved on, went little record shopping on the way home. I like to do things that I want to do when I go on these dates, meetups. I want to see if this person is able to hang and be down with what I'm down with, honestly. So stopped by this record shop, stopped by a bar, got a quick drink, stopped by a record shop. It was really nice, just dope. Bought some records. She wasn't rushing. She was chilling, looking at records also, and got a few records from my record player. And it's just like, yo, trying to go back to the crib? And she's like, sure, let's go back to your crib. And she says plain as day, we're not having sex. I'm like, okay, it's cool. Like, I'm chilling. I'm not a pushy guy. So, and I've seen the warning signs. First of all, she was mad young. Second of all, I do believe older men like myself should date. I mean, we're gonna date younger women. We don't be wanting to date people our age. I've been told y'all that. 24 is still kind of young. I really would prefer 28 and up, 30 and up probably. So I'm really starting to see it now. Like the age difference, the generation difference. It's not really a maturity thing. It's just the generations that we grew up in. Our opinions are probably just too different, and people's unwillingness to learn or change their opinion. And I saw the warning signs because I feel like we were texting and she was saying stuff like, yeah, you're cool so long as you're not like anti this and da 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 and da 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 da. I'm just like, all right, you're already starting to say these white feminist talking points that I can't stand. I'm really not a fan of black women claiming feminism. That's a whole nother topic. I think feminism is destroying black dating. I don't know about other races, but I know for us, our problems are different. That feminism shit is fake because white women definitely don't care about y'all when it's time. Anyways, I'm not going too deep into that. Saw the signs, whatever. I'm cool. It's just like the online personality and texting, these images of social media of us is such a unfair way to judge somebody through texting, tweeting, posts on social media. You can't judge a person off of that. The in-person vibes, even like, again, that's why dating apps are trash. The in-person vibes is what's needed. Vibes felt good. Went back to the crib. We chilled, and you know what I mean? Had a good time. We didn't smash, did other things. It was a great time. Got the first complaint the next day. I'm like, yo, I passed out. Whatever. I'm not going to go into too much details about the first complaint, first discussion. I'm like, yo, it's only been a week. You already got like something to complain about. It's cool. But I could tell she likes me a lot. Like, you know, she just kept saying, oh my God, you're so fine and da 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 da. And just like, I'm like, okay, that's what's up. You're attracted. And I'm attracted. It's mutual attraction. We could see where this goes. Literally, the next day, I'm getting back-to-back messages and a screenshot talking about it went from, I'm so interested in you as an artist, like your music sounds dope, you know, and this is where the lines get blurred between like me being an artist and dating people that are trying to like wrap it all up, like, you know what I mean, like wrap all of this around their head. Todd, Passport Rav, the whole thing. I'm a complex person. I think we all are. Simple and complex. Simply complex. But so next day, it went from, oh, I can't wait to get to know you. I had such a good time, you know, blah, 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 you know. And these are all text messages, which is another generational thing that I can't stand. Like, we didn't have a real conversation about the other issue she then had. Sends me the screenshot of my treat her like a 4 tweet. And I feel like I probably deleted it. Because I don't want things to be misconstrued. Or maybe I didn't. But that's dating advice for men. And she's going in talking about, I don't know who you are. You seem so nice, but why would you tweet something like that? You know, you're confusing me, and nobody, I don't think like this, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, yo, you're 24, and she also was very kind of inexperienced with dating, only been like in 2 relationships maybe, and she's young as shit. Like, you young, like you haven't been through much, you know. And I think men get it. Men that have experience, you've dated, you know what I mean. And women that have the experience, usually older women, they get it also. A lot of the Kevin Samuels shit, a lot of the dating advice things, they get it, but they don't get it until they're in their mid-30s and their 40s, and by then it's just like the market value goes down. So sends me the screenshot. She's just like, why would you say something like this, blah blah blah. I'm like, yo, let's talk about it. This is like 7 a.m. We're going back and forth on messages. I'm at work. can't have no conversation, so it's just all text. Then I send her a video. I feel like I sent her the video since, you know, she wants to be a fan. It's like, yo, you want to date me or you trying to be a fan? You know, watching the YouTube. I'm like, you got to get to know me. I mean, the YouTubes and me talking, that's clearly me explaining myself as best as possible, as descriptive as possible outside of these minimal characters on a tweet, you know. She found a tweet from a month ago. It's like you scrolled really all the way back through my timeline. Okay, you liked me, I get it, but it's like you're trying to find something negative, but trying to find something you don't like because the vibe was just so, it was so dope. Like, you know, the one day, it's just one day. You never know, obviously. So sends me the screenshot, and we're going back and forth, and I'm just like, yo, she didn't like it, blocked me on everything. You know, I'm gonna fast forward the story a little bit. She blocked me on everything, cut each other off. Cool. So it just had me thinking, let me just explain what I mean by this tweet. Treat her like a 4. Take her out a couple times. Don't be all smiley in her face all the time. I say give no compliments, but don't give compliments on a person's look. Now, I want people to keep in mind, this advice is for men and the dating dynamic of today. If you're dating someone or you're really interested in somebody, you're really attracted to this person is a 9, a 10 in your eyes, that's when I'm saying treat her like a 4. And I guess she's like treating women poorly. She started using words like manipulative and abuse and all. I'm just like, yo, you're definitely not the type of woman I want to be fucking with. Anytime I hear a woman start using these trigger words that could get my black ass, male ass in trouble just from her words and accusations, I don't fuck with that. Like abuse, y'all abusing words and powers as a woman, woman privilege. It says there is a such thing because you saying these trigger words can do a lot of damage to a person's life without any proof, you know. As we see with Jonathan Majors, who just got some more light shed on his case for all the people that jumped on his back. Typical black man thing. I know that like I am too. Okay, I guess that's why I brought up Nosedive, because in Nosedive, the whole ending of the plot was when you start being honest and really speaking how you feel, your social score is going to keep going down. And in that show, it's like your social score can go down to the point where you can't do anything, you know. And I'm like, yo, that would be me, because it's so hard for me to just not speak truth. But anyways, treating her like a 4, like that doesn't mean treating a person bad at all. I'm talking about straight up looks. I'm talking about, if I see an ugly woman or a woman that's not attractive, I'm not treating her bad, but I'm not treating her like a dime. I'm not treating her like, oh, this is the most beautiful. Nah, you regular. You're cool. What's your personality? That's what I want to know. Because, you know, it's not all about looks either. It's definitely not all about looks. What's your personality like? You know, and that could be more attractive than your looks. So the vibe could be more attractive. It's straight like our scale, a 1 to a 10, you know, and it's like you come across somebody, because that happened to me. I'm seeing it happening to several of my compadres, where it's like we find these women that we like a lot, we're really attracted, and us men are so visual, we're just like, oh my God, and we start doing all these things that end up turning the woman off. So my dating advice for men is to treat her like a 4. Treat her regular. Don't be gassed off of a person's looks. And it doesn't mean treating a woman bad. I don't treat women bad. I'm very honest, and maybe, you know, I don't always give women what they want and necessarily bend over backwards for a woman. I'm not no simp out here, but I don't treat women bad. And even an ugly woman, or I don't even want to say ugly, an unattractive woman, an unattractive person, to me, I don't treat them bad. So I just feel like I probably needed to explain that the dating advice that I give to men is not meant for the women that's trying to date me to see. And if so, then it is what it is. Keep it moving. You know, something I just thought about. Cause I'm just like, yo, that was a vibe. And the tweet got my ass blocked. Went from the top to the block. But yeah. Come across somebody you're really digging, don't be gassed up. Don't be so hyped and fucking putting out rose petals on the floor and doing all of this stuff. It doesn't work today. The women are gassed. They get it all the time, and I don't blame women. I never blame women for the cycle of the things that happen. It's men that gas up women, do the most for them because they're attractive, because they're a nine. And we're kind of simple, basic creatures, us men, that end up treating people based on looks, and we shouldn't. Just because a person's really attractive doesn't mean they deserve to get your best, and vice versa. Just because someone's unattractive, you know. So yeah, that's all I wanted to explain. Treat her like a four does not mean treating a person bad. It just means treating a person regular and acting like they're not so attractive. And if you're not a nine, if you didn't get hollered at like all your life, this message ain't for you. Cause you know, like, it is what it is. You might be a late bloomer that eventually became a 7 or an 8 or whatever. To most men, and this might not be for you because you might not be so gassed up. You might not have gotten the gas from all these men. You might not get hollered at every single day, man, and calling you beautiful, or you're beautiful, women calling you beautiful, and this is what I mean. These are the women that I'm talking about that like receive this all the time, all their life. They've been told they're bad all their life. Treat them regular. Treat them like a regular human. I remember one time I'm in some show and my homie was like, yo, you know how I look at people? He's like, I look at women because we're looking at all these beautiful women. He's just like, yo, but guess what? They're all a skeleton. She got this fat ass and these big titties and all this thing. But if you look past all of this flesh, all of us deep down inside, it's just a skull, a skeleton frame. Like, we are bones and flesh, and beyond the beauty of on the exterior, we're all the same, you know. And that's really what the concept is. It's just seeing past the beauty, because a man could easily get blinded by beauty and shoot themselves in the foot, which essentially gets no one anything they want. Because a woman might be attracted to you, a woman might have been attracted to you, but you pushed her away because you keep treating them like, putting them on a pedestal. And that's a turn off for a lot of women that gets put on pedestals every goddamn day. Anyways, I'm about to get my ass and get ready for work. I think I explained everything that I needed to. Treat her like a four, fellas. I stand by what the hell I tweeted. Just wanted to explain it better. Fours does not mean you're a bad person, does not mean you get treated like shit. It means you get treated like a regular human that looks average, or even below average, even if you are above average. We're not gassing these women up based on looks anymore, fellas. All right. Thank you for watching. More content coming, more announcements. Holla at me.